Welcome to the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint. And I am your host, Lolita Guarin, and today is an episode number 76. Let's continue about little things, well, sometimes very big things, that stresses us out, but many times we stress ourselves out. And today specifically, I want to talk about forgiveness. Well, and if you just roll your eyes at me now, look, listen, I get it. Yes, yes, it's like no brainer, but it's very easily said than done to forget people, especially for the very bad things. And that's different conversation, okay? I don't want to go there. Everybody have their own forgiveness timeline. I think the one that helped me a lot of forgiving people that hurt me, it was when I started healing. The forgiveness just happened on its own with big, big traumas. Or small traumas, or no matter what it is. But today, this is not the episode about that. I want to talk about forgiveness that is associated with those little stupid things that we kind of get hang on that other people do or we do, that we cannot forgive them, we cannot forgive ourselves. Just for example, you driving in traffic, somebody cuts you off, like already had that story in the previous episode about somebody cut you off, big deal. Don't take this personally. It's like, really, if anything happens in your life, always ask yourself a question. Will it matter in 5 years? How you will react right now? Will it matter? Don't get angry that someone forgot to take the trash out. Don't get angry just because somebody still have the bowl of cereal standing on the kitchen table. Small, pitiful things like this. And it can be anywhere. Where the place you live, with the people in the house, classmates, or roommates, or neighbors, or it just remind me. I had a friend who he said that there was a storm that passed through the neighborhood, and one of the trees was fallen, and obviously they already called maintenance and anyone who can come and cut that tree up. But the neighbor, who is not even in the path of that tree, came and complained to my friend about the tree that is really just laying in front of my friend's house. And the lady was just complaining so much and being upset and um like for what reason? That's not even her tree. It's not in her path. But she still was upset at it. So when my friend was telling me about it, she was of course upset at that old lady, and she said, "Well, I don't know why she was yelling at me that I'm not cutting this tree in parts, and we already called everyone, but we had a storm, and it's very difficult to find someone to come and take care of this now." So here are two stories, right? So we can say that this old lady should not be, have some forgiveness for my friend because, well, there's not enough people to really take care of things after the storm. So let's just forgive those people who still will be coming at some point, and it's not a big deal. And in 5 years, this reason not really matter. So how about we be more forgiving to the people around and say, that's okay, that happens. But then there's another story of me listening to my friend and saying that this is, this old lady just came and she just burst at me, and I'm not, I don't deserve to listen to this. And it's like, okay, can we find forgiveness too? She's that old lady probably living by herself, and she doesn't have people who take care of. And there are people, you probably know those, that they feel needed and they feel alive. They belong in the group. When they go around the neighborhoods and they complain to the people and they watch who's planted what and when is coming back and what car they're driving and who did they came back home with. Those people, when you think about it, it doesn't really make a difference just because you're looking through the window and like what's gonna happen that they know when you came back, when you left from your house. Nothing will happen. Actually, it's even a good idea for them to know, and that somebody's actually watching you. Because what if you happens that coming back home and something happened to you right in front of your house, and the neighbor will see it. So maybe they call 911 or something. So you never know. All I'm saying is this. Some situations look like very stressful. Some situations looks like you being attacked. But if we just have a little bit of forgiveness and just ask yourself, I wonder what happened to that person. Maybe a cashier just lashes out at you. Ask yourself, I wonder what she's going through right now that made her to lash at me, who feels like they really rude and I don't deserve this. Let's have a little bit more forgiveness towards others. Because when you're stressing about that, what really doesn't matter in your life, you're stressing yourself out too. So just stay calm and ask yourself, does that really matter? Does that really matter in my life right now? Is that making a difference in my life? No, but you being stressed, that's making a difference. Also, here's another thing. You have to be forgiving towards yourself. How many times you talk to yourself like, oh, and that's, I already made an episode about your inner self and your inner critic. Be more forgiving. Even if you did something horrific, I can guarantee you there was a reason why you did it. We always do something that serves us. That's a very good philosophical question, and I'm going to leave it here, okay? Because we can talk for another day about just that. So, would you agree? Forgiveness is the way? And do you find yourself that the days that you just kind of can just forgive yourself and others and stress less? Leave me a comment and tell me, do you know a person who is very forgiving? Like they just can forgive anybody and anything. And if you like this video and you're watching this on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. And next episode, we'll be continuing about other little things that we stress ourselves with, and we still can take of control and stress less.